So these plants that you're looking at here, there's like a whole little grove of them, are called juniper, genus Juniperus. So eastern red cedar is sometimes the common name for these. I just call them juniper. And so juniper trees are really common. This particular one, Juniperus virginiana, is super common in Virginia. So if you just drive up and down the roads, on the sides of the roads in open areas where there's a lot of sunlight, you will see these seed in naturally. They're not large upper story trees. They're called subcanopy trees and will go, I don't know, about 30 feet, 30 to 40 feet in height probably. Next thing I'm going to show you is one of their best identifying features, and that is that they have two distinct types of foliage. So when we get in here and have a look, you can see here there's some super tiny needle-like leaves. Do you see them? So they're maybe 3-4 millimeters in length. And if you take one off the branch as you're looking at it, it'll be wider at the base and narrower at the tip, that sort of shape. So you have to look carefully. Then when you look in other parts of the plant, like over here, you see really small scale-like leaves. These are really small, like about 1 millimeter, and the leaves overlap each other. So small, scale-like overlapping leaves. Or you can see in the same picture down below, needle-like. So you find the needle-like foliage mostly in the growing parts of the plant. It's easy to see them in this little cluster I'm using to show you because they're young plants. And so the taller ones that are, like 30 or 40 feet in height, you'll notice on their trunk a reddish brown peely type bark, or even grayish peely bark with less red. Both of those are common in this particular type of tree. And then if you do a careful survey of the entire tree, which I did, and I didn't find any, unfortunately, some of the plants will have berries. So this is a part of the gymnosperm group, and so you would expect cones. But a unique feature of juniper is that the female structures are bluish green when they're mature, false berries. And they're not true berries because they're not ovary derived. And so the berries will look yellowish or greenish when they are first coming out, and then they will mature to a bluish gray color and be waxy looking. And juniper berries are helpful and useful because they're used to make gin. So if you're a gin drinker, gin is made from juniper berries. They also just smell good if you crack the foliage and take a whiff. It has a nice pine type sappy smell. And some cleaning products are made using the fragrance from this particular juniperus plant. So I'm going to stop this post here, and if I find one that has its berries present, I will post that, and you'll have a second juniperus post. But for now, you'll have to identify juniper by having two distinct types of foliage, which would be scale-like leaves and needle-like leaves that are small, and knowing that it produces berries. All right.